There, perfect. Thank
I live
you.
in Victoria, and I pay my taxes in Victoria. And I'd like to thank you for giving me this opportunity to speak. The Capital Regional District is doing an amazing job in providing us with fresh, clean water. We are taken on bus tours to view the watershed and inspect the reservoir. Now, I don't expect you would have people lining up to take a tour of a sewage treatment plant, but if it was under the control of the CRD, the possibility would exist. A private corporation, on the other hand, would have the doors locked and the plant shrouded in secrecy. Even a mayor of one of the municipalities involved would not be allowed in. If a pipe broke, there would be no incentive to repair it unless there was a profit to be made from doing so. If sewage was leaking into our groundwater, the first indication we would have would be an outbreak of cholera. I was at a workshop here one Saturday morning, and a gentleman from Ernst Young Arendta told us that the bank providing the financing would act as a policeman on the project. Now, maybe. But just in the last few weeks, we have learned of 5 banks that granted a mortgage to someone based on entirely false information. The banks were being paid back at the time and in the amount agreed, and that was all they noticed. We have also learned of the Royal Bank cashing forged checks valued at hundreds of thousands of dollars and otherwise facilitating Earl Jones in his Ponzi scheme. I don't have a lot of confidence in the bank's policing abilities. And speaking of banks, it is my understanding that the CRD is able to borrow money at a lower rate of interest than a private corporation. At a core area liquid waste management meeting at the end of January, one of your consultants was speaking about servicing the debt to the tune of $50,000 to $60,000 per million borrowed for a project that is going to cost in excess of $900 million. I realize that all that money will not be borrowed at one time, but over the life of the contract, that will add up to millions of dollars, and this money is not included in the cost projections. If the CRD can borrow this money at even 1% less, it will be a considerable saving. I'm very grateful to you all for being willing to spend so many hours sitting around this table. You are our voice in this region. The majority of the citizens of the municipalities you represent have at every turn shown an overwhelming preference for public sewage treatment. So please, I beg you, represent the people who elected you by voting to keep sewage treatment public. Thank you.
Thank you.